My African vacation with my family. My family and I are now entering the airport, ready to begin our African vacation. Our plane is finally taking off. We're entering our hotel room and about to figure out what we are going to do first. After all, there are so many things to do in Africa. We decided we are going to go visit Cape Town, which is located in South Africa. We are going to go see the Castle of Hope. In 1678, it was the center of civilization, and today it is the seat of the military in the Cape and houses several important museums. Now we are visiting Camps Bay. In summer, it attracts a large number of foreign visitors, as well as South Africans looking for a beach holiday. Now we are on the astounding aerial cableway up to Table Mountain. Table Mountain is a flat-topped mountain overlooking the city of Cape Town and is actually featured in the flag of Cape Town. In the evening, I left the group to go visit Robben Island on my own. Robben Island is an island in Table Bay, and its name is Dutch for Seal Island. Early the next morning, we wanted to see the famous Kalahari Desert, so we all visited the Kaligati Trans-Frontier Park. We followed a trail, and on our way we saw a bunch of different wildlife. We saw giraffes, a black-backed jackal, a juvenile pale chanting goshawk, some black kite birds, and an eagle owl. From there we headed north to Chobe National Park in Botswana. I've always wanted to go on a safari. There we saw a hippopotamus. They are herbivores, which means they only eat plant life. We also saw giraffes. Did you know that a giraffe's neck can grow up to 5 feet long? We saw some elephants too. An elephant's extremely tough skin measures about 1 inch thick. We saw a ferocious lion laying in the shade. Male lions begin to grow their manes at about 18 months old, and it continues to grow until they are 5. We also saw a crocodile wading in the water. Depending on their species, crocodiles can grow up to a length of 16 feet. We also saw a few zebras playing around. Not only can you tell what type of zebra it is by its stripes, but no zebra has exactly the same stripes. Since we were so close to Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe, we just couldn't pass it up. When we got there, we went sightseeing on the cliffs and even bungee jumping. Victoria Falls is part of the Zambezi River, which flows in a southeastern direction from the African nation of Zambia to the Indian Ocean. Traveling up the Zambezi River through Malawi, Tanzania, Burundi, and Rwanda, we entered Uganda to visit the Kabale Forest National Park. On our safari, we saw lots of wildlife, like this gorilla, different types of butterflies, and other bugs like this peculiar caterpillar. And once again, we saw a lion. Since we have already seen so much wildlife, we wanted to see what urban African life is like. Next, we did something pretty foolish and dangerous. We continued east to Mogadishu, Somalia. Although tourists are warned against visiting Somalia because of violence and terrorism, we did find a few tourist attractions. First, we visited the Bakara Market, which is popular to travelers because it features a different selection of merchandise. Next, we went to the Delo Heritage Reserve. Some of the attractions at the site are rivers, forests, and shallow streams. The animals that can be seen at the reserve include hyenas and lions. Finally, we traveled far, far west to complete our trip in Timbuktu, Mali. We wanted to see the priceless historical architecture, and we took some amazing photographs. We also saw the Jingwara Bear Mosque, which is a famous learning center of Mali built in 1327. Finally, it was time to pack up and leave Africa to go home, but I didn't want to forget all the fun I had, so I decided to make a map marking all of the places I visited. When I look, I see we started at the southern tip of South Africa and worked our way across almost the entire continent. I was amazed at the beauty and diversity of Africa. Although I feel like I saw many key places, I know there is much more to explore. When I get home, I'll already begin planning my return trip for next year.
Nansi mphenya mabali jiwa